All right, Mars here, and real quick, Joel Bauer asked me to come out kind of from behind the scenes and walk through the offer for you so you understand everything that you're going to get here with the Live Authority Matrix and really talk you through what the offer really is and what the program really is. So what I want to do is just keep this simple, down and dirty. My team and I are known for really fancy videos and really fancy productions that we do, but that's not how it's going to happen today. So I'm just kind of walking around my room here, holding my laptop actually, because I don't really want to do it on my iPad or my iPhone, and I'm just going to talk you through the offer, really talk you through what it is. I mean, really it's a tale of three boxes is the way we've kind of constructed this, because we want you to understand how the elements in the offer are broken up and how they work together. So before I get to the tale of the three boxes though, which is kind of a succinct way of explaining it, I wanted to tell you about this insane promise that Joel has for you. When he came to me with this, I was like, dude, I got to talk you out of this. I've never heard anybody do this before, and it makes me really nervous. And he said, Mars, I don't care. I want people to win because I see them struggling. I got people like Russell and Peng Joon, and I got people like Rhonda, I got people like Michelle Schaefer coming to me and telling me, Joel, you got to create something for people because they're missing the thing that you taught me. That's how I got to where I'm at, and nobody else really teaches it like you do, and nobody has the tools that you have. So bottom line, you got to stick around to the end because I've never heard anybody make as crazy of a promise and guarantee as Joel's making here, okay? But before I get to that stuff, I want you to really understand what it is that you're actually missing and why this offer was ever put together in the first place, why Joel very meticulously put this program together after really a decade of people saying, please, dude, I need your help. My students need your help. So in case you haven't figured it out already, Joel is known as someone who teaches people to speak on stage and do it in a way that actually makes them quite a nice living. That's why all the big names, I mean, you've seen the videos. I can sit here and blast that dude's names for a half hour, the names of people who have learned under him. Most of the people who teach people how to make, big money on stage or whatever, they were students of Joel's, and they don't do it anywhere near as good as him. But what about the people who are teaching people and giving them tools for how to make sales funnels and how to do podcasts and, how to do VSLs, video sales letters, and, webinars, right? I mean, Russell Brunson is a student of Joel's, and he makes the awesome ClickFunnels upon which this very campaign was built. It's inside of ClickFunnels, but even Russell knows that what Joel has to pass on to everybody in sort of this last chapter or two of Joel's life is something that only Joel can really do. Because the question is, if you got such an amazing tool like ClickFunnels, or let's say John Benson's 3x VSL tool, anything that makes these kinds of things easy to do, makes it easy to put these things up, makes it easy to build them, makes it easy to get them in front of people, what is it that is keeping a lot of people from succeeding? What is it that they're missing? Why aren't these things working? The answer, obviously, as Joel has clearly communicated, is authority. They don't understand the art and the science of creating instant authority, the kind that is what gets people to stick around and ultimately stay around and buy, and actually take the action, opt in, buy your programs, show up for your webinars, go all the way through your VSL, watch all the way through it, hang on the edge of their seats. That's what Joel is the best in the world at showing people how to do, and it explains the level of success his students have had. So I'm not going to go on and on about that. I want to cut to the chase. So let me actually tell you about this tale of three boxes, but I want to make sure you stick around for the insanity because this promise Joel has made is crazy. I actually will call it foolhardy. So let me talk you through a tale of three boxes and how this program is broken up into three separate, very distinct parts. So in this turquoise box over here, you got the education. This is all the videos, all the PDFs, all the training that you need, the key training that Joel has put together to specifically pass on his knowledge of creating instant authority. In this orange box here, all of these are alligator skin because that is a passion of Joel's. I believe it's all faux alligator skin, but everything in his studio and his office is decorated in alligator skin. Inside joke. But anyways, inside this orange alligator skin box is all the automation. Joel's got some really cool tools that you've probably seen him demonstrate with people from his team and stuff like that, but it automates a lot of the stuff that some people aren't naturally good at. And then last is the accessories. This is the stuff like the widgets, the templates, the checklists, the blueprints, the things that actually make you money, that really are what tie together the education and the automation and help you put it into action so you can actually have a business without being in your business. You can work on your business instead of in it, right? So, but one interesting thing to think about is this last box, because Joel really has outdone himself between the crazy promise that he's going to make you at the end of the video and between what's in this fourth box here, this extra box, this 3+1 box. You're gonna want to know what's in it. So make sure you stick around and pay attention to that too, because it's something Joel has never ever shared. This is written in Joel's voice, by the way. So before we go on to any of that, though, I'm going to stop here real quick, because there's an important distinction, and that is Joel doesn't like chickens. He told me he doesn't like chickens. And I was like, huh, what does that mean? He said, well, I consider chickens to be these kind of things that stop people, these authority killers. So meet Big Chickenhead. It's a little character that we created that you've probably seen throughout the videos. And essentially, Big Chickenhead leads the authority killers. Well, it used to be the leader of the authority killers. So let's talk about what authority killers are. Here are just a few of them. They're things like missing social proof, lack of a connection, non-transparency, not catching attention, no authority systems, missing passion, not using seduction, which is something Joel is great at teaching. And everything you need to beat these little authority killers under the tutelage of Big Chickenhead is inside of these 3 boxes plus this extra box. So let's start with the automation and talk that through. So inside the automation box is essentially a suite of tools that is integrated from end to end that Joel has put together for you. This is the Sales Marketing Authority Ramp-Up Tools, to give it a kind of a catchy name. So the way these tools work is one feeds into the other one, feeds into the other one, and ultimately all gets delivered on the final tool. Ingenious the way Joel has constructed these and really taken the genius from his brain and put it into a set of easy-to-use tools that pretty much anybody can use and really get the kind of results that you're wanting versus what you're probably getting right now. So tool number 1 is the Feelonym machine. Now what this is it kind of does the same activity that goes on in Joel's brain that not everybody has a gift for. Because that is one gift that Joel has. He has an understanding of language that he passes on to his students, but not everyone can do it as easily. I'm one of those people who can't do it the same way Joel can. So what this does is it finds words that have the same feelings to create specific emotions in people. So if you pepper your sales messages with them or your presentations with them, you can create certain emotions in people, okay? The authority killer it defeats, Big Chickenhead over there on the right, is missing connection. Because a lot of people, they don't make an emotional connection. But if you think of certain words like secret, and you want to find all the words that make people feel the same way as they feel about secret, well, what you're going to get is you're going to get a certain feeling that you create in someone if you're using those kinds of words in whatever you do. So bye-bye missing connection. Your result is going to be, you're going to be able to connect emotionally and ultimately compel action. So what are feelonyms? Well, there are 2 kinds of words, okay? There are synonyms, which are logically similar words, and then there are feelonyms, which are, again, emotionally similar words, okay? Now, I can put some screenshots here, but they'll be on the page, so I'm going to let you look at those. I don't want to drag this thing out, but ultimately, the tool is really easy to use. And look below the video and you can see some screenshots of it. But what it really does is it takes words and finds other words that feel the same way as they do based on testing this bank of 34,000 words against 14,000 people's feelings about the words. Interesting tool. You take those words from Feelonym machine and you're going to plug that into the next tool. And this is a $297 value. Literally what it costs to get this tool monthly times 12 is about $300. So that's the actual value. Second tool that you can take those words that you found and plug it into is something called the hook line dynamic. Okay, this is the only 100% human emotion tested headline tool. Okay, so it's again a database of 34,000 words tested by that same group of 14,000 people to help you really defeat the authority killer of not catching attention. So one of the big mistakes a lot of people make is if you don't catch their attention, they're not going to be there to click the call to action button, right? This is not going to happen. You have to snag them in your first line that you say, and that's a hook line. So let's actually talk about what you can think of a hook line as being, okay? Hook lines are things like headlines, post titles, email subject lines, ad lines. You know, ad lines are the top line in your Facebook ads, your LinkedIn ads, stuff like that. So also there'll be screenshots below here of the tool. I don't want to waste your time here with that, but it's a really cool tool, and it's a $497 value, meaning if you actually got the tool for a year as a standalone, it'd be $497, but Joel's giving it to you as part of this program here. And then let's talk about the third tool. So imagine that you've taken all those words that you come up with feeling them in Feeling Them Machine, and you've put them into your hook line, and now what you got to do is now you've got people's attention, and you've got them in the right emotional state. How do you get them to believe what you're saying? Well, you got to prove it to them. You have to collect social proof. And one of the things that people have the greatest problem with is asking people for testimonials, specifically video testimonials. There's all the technological difficulty, oh God, I got to ask. What if there was a tool that automatically created a link for you, and you just sent it to 100 people, and you said, it automatically just went to them and said, hey, would you mind giving me a little bit of video feedback? And all they did was click a button, their webcam came on, and bam, they were asked a series of 4, 5, 6 questions that got the specific testimonial that you need out of them without you having to do anything. This is one of the most amazing tools I've ever seen, all right? So the authority killer that gets killed here is lack of social proof, which is a huge hole in almost everybody's authority arsenal. So bye-bye lack of social proof. Your result is going to be overnight proof that will instantly establish you as the authority. This is some examples that Joel took. He sent out 10 requests using the tool just to prove the point, and he got back 6 responses within 4 or 5 hours. It's really not that hard. I'm sure he's got even more now, but this is just to make the point. And again, you can see the shots on the page near the image. However, this is a 1-year access pass as well that comes with this program. It's a $497 value. There's a lot of video hosting and all that kind of stuff that you don't have to pay for. So at the end of the day, super huge value, super easy way to get the kind of social proof you need inside your business happening. So let's talk about the fourth tool. So now you've found all the right words. You've collected them in a way and structured them in a way using Feeling Them Machine and placed them into hook line dynamic to catch people's attention. Now you've got their attention and you've proven the point to them. Well, how do you get in front of them and engage with them like Joel's doing, okay, on the Live Authority Matrix broadcast? Well, there's a tool Joel decided to include, and he had to do a deal with somebody to actually make this happen. This is one of the best tools on the market, if not the very best, for doing live webcasts. And the entire Live Authority Matrix broadcast and show was done on this tool. So this is the only money-producing webcast platform that anyone can use, no matter what technical level they're at. The authority killer that gets defeated, there are actually 2. First of all, people don't use systems that just take care of the tech and the flow for them, and Webcast Simple does that for you. You'll be live, you'll have your own show, and you'll be able to take those words that you gathered and those hooks that you pulled people in with and that social proof where you're proving it and just get in front of them and talk to them like a human being live with a specialized tool that really is designed to get people to take action and buy. So no authority systems, bye-bye. Plus, the second authority killer that gets defeated is missing connection, because live video is the single easiest way to connect. So Joel wanted to include some tools, and since nothing connects like live video, you're going to definitely want this one. So Webcast Simple is a $997 per year value, so we're already over $2,000 in value, but of course, Joel's going to give you a huge break on this, and honestly, in the end, like I told you, he's got such a crazy offer he wants to make you. It's just insanity to me. And ultimately, Joel's going to pay you $500 to try this program out. I've never heard anybody do this. So, Robbie the Robot, by the way, since people who saw the pictures thought he was cute, and he's sold separately. Not really. He doesn't really exist. So let's talk about that second box, that turquoise box. Let's talk about the education. So this is basically you, instant authority, the ultimate education to make you the only logical choice in your market. So Really, this is the Live Authority Matrix. This is the Matrix, so welcome to the Matrix. This is the whole kit and caboodle, but let's break it down step by step. Let's first talk about the Authority Master Courses. All right, there are 5 graduate level Authority Master Courses. Normally, if you buy a program like this, you get 1 course. Maybe you get a bonus course. Joel has included 5 complete courses that will help you do 3 key things that he's going to be explaining to you and that he's actually going to challenge you to do. And amongst them is the first one, the Live Authority Matrix, which is the main in-depth course that's going to help you build maximum revenue, attracting authority with minimum effort, leveraging Joel's 6 simple moves. All right, he's gone through the closer laws with you, and that's really what this drills deeply down into. So what you're going to do is you're going to learn what to say in the first 20 seconds of any interaction, and you'll be recognized without fail as the one person or product or service that your market must have. It's incredible the way Joel communicates this. Now, this is a 90-day course. All 5 of these courses run concurrent, so you have 90 days to get through all of them, which is plenty of time. And this is a $997 value as a standalone. That's what it actually sells for. So Authority Master Course number 2 is the Ultimate Closer Webinar Secrets. This is all about webinars, which is one of the things Joel wants you to do. He's seen that really nobody out there is teaching webinars the right way. There's a handful of people who really teach well, and most of them use Joel's patterns and his methods and his systems. And he's just decided, you know, I'm going to show people how I close super high ticket offers on webinars, because he's got some moves that he does that nobody else does, and people have told him, you can't sell that on a webinar, that's too expensive. Wrong. Joel can sell 100 people on a $10,000 course on a webinar. He's done it. So what you want to do is you want to get this course, because Joel's going to deconstruct this exact 20 webinar moves for you, the ones you need to create authority building webinars, and to close your ideal buyers really fast, lightning fast on your programs, your products, and your services. He's even going to show you how to close high ticket offers, like I said, that people told him couldn't be sold via webinar. This is the high ticket webinar offer that you have got to see. You got to know the secret. This is a $497 value as a standalone. I think it's worth more than that, but that's what it's selling for right now. Authority Master Course number 3 is Joel's Virtual Studio Magic. All right, what this is Joel showing you the secrets behind a low-cost virtual studio. Okay, you're going to get a complete tour of his home studio, including every detail of how to quickly set up your own. So you won't look like every other Me Too webinar host and Facebook Live broadcaster out there. You're going to look like a pro, and you're going to close like a rock star. This is a 90-day course as well, runs concurrent with all the other 5 courses. All of them are part of a full 90-day program. This is a $297 value as a standalone. And then the 4th Authority Master Course is the interview code. Now, this is important. This is one of the secret ways that you're actually going to be watching Joel do while you're watching the Live Authority Matrix broadcast that this video here is part of. All right? Because you're going to watch Joel accelerate his own credibility, okay? And he's going to show you how to do it through his ultimate authority positioning interview formula. He'll be demonstrating that to you live during the broadcast, and you're going to learn how to interview and be interviewed in a way that sets you up as the only logical choice in your market, and in a way that really, just by interviewing somebody, either their people or they themselves can end up being your client. Pretty interesting. Okay, this is going to set you up for radio interviews, television interviews, online video interviews, podcasts. You're going to own any interview anytime on any media. Joel is a master at this. This is a 90-day course. That's a $397 value as a standalone. And the Authority Master Course number 5 is the Sizzle Real Secrets. Now, this is a real hook of Joel's program here. He's going to tell you something at the end of the live broadcast that's going to blow your mind, and Sizzle Real Secrets are really part of that. Basically, what you got to do is understand that this 3-part course reveals exactly how to create the ultimate sizzle reel. So you'll get booked on stages, you'll build high authority online, you'll explain what you do without ever needing to speak a word. A lot of times Joel doesn't tell people what he does. He just shows them his sizzle reel, picks up his phone, boom, says this is what I do, right? Way easier. So it's a 90-day course, part of the 5 courses. The 5th and final course, it's a $497 value as a standalone. But you're probably saying, well, what if I have some questions? I mean, like, I'm going to go through these courses, and then what if I don't understand some of it? Well, Joel's got you covered there too. So I'm glad you asked. Okay, one of the things you're going to get outside the 5 master courses is direct access live Q&A. You're going to get your specific questions answered by Joel and his team of experts. So direct access to Joel is $12,000 an hour. I've been hanging out with him before, and he's been sitting there with me, and then he has to leave and go make $12,000 for an hour and then come back. He's great because he usually leaves me somewhere to get a meal or a massage or something like that. But he doesn't really do those very often because he really is hard-nosed, traveling around, touring around, speaking on stages. So really, this is a high-value thing, being able to go directly to Joel and get your questions answered by him because he's $12K an hour. Okay, you're going to get 90-day access to this, which is at least a $2,000 value because, like I said, access to Joel is $12,000 an hour. And the other thing is Joel doesn't want you to feel alone. So what he's done is he's created a dedicated Live Authority Matrix community. All right, this is an exclusive group for Live Authority Matrix members only. Okay, and Joel's community is known as a close-knit group of some of the most successful rising stars in the world. He's had people who are his students like Russell Brunson, Peng Joon, Rhonda Swan, Jordan Belfort, Joe Polish, Steve, I mean, all just people whose the names go on, and that's the kind of people you're going to rub elbows with. It's his latest students who are really the rising stars. Now, it's important to understand that this is more than just socializing. This is business building, but it's fun minus any funny business. Okay, you're going to meet people you can actually do business with and make serious money. Warning here, though, there are actual winners inside here. This isn't just, hey, great job, that kind of stuff. No. This is a dedicated community with 90-day access, and frankly, we couldn't put a price tag on it. It really is priceless. So let's talk about the accessories. The third red alligator skin box is the stuff that actually makes you money. Okay, inside this box, like I said, is the checklist, the mind maps, the templates, the blueprints that really tie it all together. Okay, gadgets and gizmos aplenty. There are too many widgets really included with this program to list because each of the master courses, pretty much most of them, have some sort of PS checklist or template or something that helps you understand it. But I want to really highlight the 3 favorites, honestly, that we had, which is your blueprint, your checklist, your template. Okay. First is the 6-figure studio, 3-figure price tag. So this goes along with the studio tour master course that Joel included, right? If you want to produce 6 or 7 figures from your own virtual studio, like Joel does, this is what you want to follow. This is the ultimate blueprint of everything Joel uses to produce a big studio look at an average Joe price. And there's all kinds of charts and graphs in here where you set things up and how things work, but you can see those when you get into the course. The webinar checklist is next, okay? And this is the webinar checklist to end all checklists. This is called the Webinar Authority Matrix checklist. You got to hit every beat, every key money beat during your webinars if you want them to sell. Okay, with this checklist, you will. This is Joel's personal checklist. Every beat is accounted for. Everything you need to do, especially if you want to sell high-ticket offers, he's going to show you how to do that. All right? This is his entire webinar checklist, and it's all yours. This is everything he does to make sure he can actually focus on getting people to take action, move forward with his programs. Okay, and the last but not least is the ultimate live funnel template. This really is the map that lays out from end to end the exact process Joel used to bring the Live Authority Matrix to market. It's all the pages, all the emails, all the banners, all the traffic strategies, and all the psychological beats. Every single funnel page mapped out from end to end. Every traffic strategy, the exact ones. This is all 57 intricately woven emails, including the promo partner 3-step, which is where you get to discover exactly what to say to get influencers to promote your show. Because yes, you should have your own live show. That's what Joel is going to teach you here. It's how to do what he did with Live Authority Matrix. Every psychological beat's included, even the exact ratio of content value versus sales push. And best of all, and this really is best of all, if you're a ClickFunnels user, you get the entire funnel with one click. Okay, you get the registration page. You get the confirmation pages. You get the upsell pages. You get the content pages. You get the affiliate pages, all of them. And you get everything, absolutely everything, with one click. Joel actually paid my team, because he's talking about me here, $32,487.42 to build everything for him. Now, we helped him get thousands of people on and set everything up, and copywriters and video editors and all those kinds of things. But really what is a $32,000 value from an intellectual property standpoint. And I said, yeah, Joe, we'll give them the map and go ahead and give them the funnel, man. I want these people to succeed. So this is me right now confirming for you. You can see how much we actually just want to be really transparent and real, right? Because this is me, Mars, confirming that that's actually what Joel has paid me. So that's really the Live Authority Matrix. That's everything you get. But there's that one box that we were talking about, that black box, which Joel's alligator skin is all black alligator skin. His laptop is adorned in it. His studio, the Bower Cave, is adorned in it. His wallet is made of it. And so let's talk about what's in here. This is the bonuses. Okay, so let's jump to bonus time, all right? Let me reveal to you these mind-blowing bonuses. So pay close attention. These gifts will not last because most of them are actually time sensitive. You can't possibly get access to them more than a week from now because most of them have an actual shelf life on them. So first of all, let's open the box here. Is bonus number one, a first-in-line chance at the $100,000 Pitch Fixer grand prize, right? Now, the Pitch Fixer is Joel's TV show where he takes people from zero to hero with their pitch. He breaks down their pitch. He helps them improve their pitch. It's 9 people going through a rigorous process with Joel, and one person comes out the winner, and they will win $100,000 in prize value. So that's the first big thing. Plus the exposure you're going to get from that is in the millions. So there's a chance at $100,000 plus in prizes and exposure to millions. Bonus number 2 is 2 live in-person event tickets to Joel's Mentoring for Millions live event. Now, this is something Joel usually charges $1,500 per ticket for. You're getting not 1 but 2 tickets, and this means you'll be able to be in the room with Joel, asking him questions, hearing him, getting hugs from him. I mean, he's got a security guard that's pretty vicious, but honestly, Joel gives really good hugs. So the security guard's got to break him up sometimes. He's a loving dude. So you're going to want these tickets because what's going to happen is you're going to go through the course and naturally, you're going to have questions, and some of them, you just need to look somebody in the eye to get the answer. Plus, Joel's community of people will be there, and they're just awesome. It'll be a few hundred people in the room. Not too big because really, Joel likes to keep his events fairly intimate. He has some really big ones in front of 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 people. But this event will be anywhere from 200 to 400 people who are really just great people who you can make good business contacts with, who you can really bring into your own circle of friends and influencers. The last thing is bonus number 3. This is Instant Author Engine. This is your choice of 3 pre-written books, plus how to hit Amazon bestseller status. Now, a lot of people teach you how to write books, and they give you a system for writing books. Get a book written in a week, get a book written in a month, whatever. This will actually allow you to write, plug and play, a book in about an afternoon, right? And then you can get to work on what really matters, which is getting it to Amazon bestseller status, because that commands instant authority, all right? So Joel has put together a program here for you where you get to choose from 3 different categories of book: personal development, health and fitness, or business. Any one of those 3. And this is a pre-written book that's basically written for you. So you're going to want to get access to that, and all 3 of these bonuses will definitely go away. So this is the whole splash of everything. You can see how magically delicious this is. I want to lick it right now just looking at it. So basically, in a nutshell, that's the Live Authority Matrix. But actually, as far as I'm concerned, there is one more bonus. One more key bonus. And it's not really considered a bonus, but to me, it's a bonus. It's the craziest bonus ever, okay? If you added up all the things that I just listed, all the prices of their value, we total it up, and it comes out to about $42,584.42. Now, obviously, I'm not going to play head games with you here. Joel's not going to sell this for $42,584.42. That's obvious. But the point is to make the point of how much value there really is here, all right? there's a money-back guarantee that's really a standard money-back guarantee, but Joel really does stick by his guarantees. That man clings to his reputation like nobody I have ever met. Anybody who's ever asked for their money back or even was unhappy, Joel's the first guy. He will himself get on and give them their money back himself. If his team doesn't get to it fast enough, he'll handle it himself. That's the way that he is. So, of course, there's a standard 30-day money-back guarantee. I don't really consider that all that impressive. That's kind of an industry standard. What's really crazy is, let's talk about the price drop here, okay? Because obviously, like I said, you're not going to pay $42,584.42. That is the value of all this stuff individually, but not going to pay that much. And the offer here, the program is going to go up to $2,997 after this broadcast. So that's going to be the regular price, but you're not even going to pay that because Joel really wants you to take action and get moving on this. So let's talk about what it really boils down to. And then I want to talk to you about what the guarantee is because it's crazy. Joel's giving you two ways to pay for this here. So you can either pay $19.97 as a one pay, or you can pay 3 payments of $697. And that works out to $2,100 and some dollars just for fees and so forth. Both of those are extremely reasonable prices for everything that you get here and for everything that you're going to be able to do. You should be able to really get your money back within, I'd say within a month or two, honestly, if you put these things into action. But in order to get you to do that, Joel's going to do something that, again, I've never heard anybody even come close to offering before, so I want you to pay close attention here. And again, I'm reading this off from this piece of paper I have in my hand because Joel made me. I don't want him to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. So the guarantee that Joel wants to give you, which I consider to be the biggest bonus of this entire program, is he's going to pay you $500 to get this program and put it into action, right? So normally you just pay the $19.97 or the 3 pay of $697, and you'd be on your way, and if you didn't like it, you could return it. No questions asked, zero hassles, of course, in that first 30 days. You got that going for you. But in addition to that, Joel has told me to tell you that if you do 3 things anytime within a year of purchasing, so you have a year guarantee here, right, which is crazy. Anytime within a year, if you do each of these 3 steps and report back to him and show him that you've done it, he will not only give you what you paid back, he will give you an additional $500. You heard me right. So in addition to what you pay, you'll get an extra $500 because that's how Joel gets the results he gets. He's willing to go that far to get his students results and success. So much further than anybody else I've ever met that it is, I believe, a form of insanity. I believe it is a form of insanity. So on top of whatever you pay, if you do thing 1, which is create your sizzle reel, thing 2, do at least 1 webinar, and thing 3, write your book using the Instant Author Engine bonus that Joel's giving you. Anytime within a year, you get those 3 things done and you send him proof of those 3 things, you will not only get what you paid back, you will get an additional $500 back. Tell me you've ever heard a promise and a guarantee like that. You never have because Joel created it. And that's part of how he's done what he's done. He's willing to go that much of the extra mile. So important again to remember that the bonuses are going to go away this week. So you got to get moving on this fast, okay? The Pitch Fixer, first in line to be auditioned. The Mentoring for Millions, 2 golden tickets. Those are going away. And the Instant Author Engine also going away at the end of this week. And the price will go up to the $29.97 from the $19.97 or 3 pay of $6.97. Now, poof, those things vanish. And I have a question for you. And this is important. For me, this is my part that I added. If you haven't already bought, okay, if you haven't already clicked that button, taken action, and started digging into this amazing program, my question for you is, what are you waiting for? What the heck are you waiting for, right? I figure it can only be 2 things. Either A, you're someone who really doesn't want to do the work. We've never made any promise to you that there's not some effort that has to go in here. It'd be crazy to promise you a 6, 7, or 8-figure business like so many of Joel's students have created, and to tell you that there's no work. That's nonsense. We made it easier with the tools. We made it much more simple with the training and the widgets, but it does require some work. So if you're somebody whose reason for not clicking that button yet is you don't want to do the work, adios. Joel doesn't want to work with you. I don't want to work with you. Nobody's really going to want to work with you. It takes work. Okay? It takes effort and energy. It takes sweat equity. It does. Period. All right? If you're that kind of person, Joel doesn't work with those kind of people. That's why he has all the success stories. But if you're willing to do the work, this man will bend over backwards. He will work magic. He will kiss you on top of your head as he's hugging you, like you're his favorite cousin or his nephew. And you'll suddenly be able to do things you never could do before. That's the truth. I've seen it happen. All right? So if you're just lazy, adios. And the other thing that you could be is someone who hasn't clicked that button yet and taken action because you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe you can do it. Okay? Stop it. Stop it immediately. Because Joel believes in you, I believe in you, and our team believes in you. So with that, I'm going to tell you that if you're just someone who doesn't believe in yourself yet, you should click the button right now, because this is a group of people who's not like any other group. All right? You will win. You will win here. Click that button right now. Give yourself permission to believe in yourself.